Hey everybody, and welcome to a special Comic-Con edition of the Roundtable. We're down here in San Diego.
Yeah.
4/5 of us enjoying our sunglasses.
I forgot mine.
Forgot your sunglasses. That's all right.
You've got
It's
a hat.
okay. The good news is we're sitting here comfortably on the grass. The convention center splayed out beautifully behind us. But we're having fun here at Comic-Con. Guys, what's our favorite bit about Comic-Con? Christina, you start. What's your favorite thing that you've seen at Comic-Con so far?
I like shopping. It's such a girl answer, but I love that I can get like an R2-D2 handbag or like, you know, I could probably get a nice Naruto dress if I really wanted one too. So I like shopping at Comic-Con. It might be shallow, but boy is it awesome.
I'm honestly with you. I'm gonna go ahead and do the shopping thing because like the cosplay and all that, the people that are here are fascinating. You know, like I was expecting the people watching to be excellent, and it totally is, and that's not a real surprise. But like the fun art that's there. Like I'm less about the clothes, but I got myself a poster. Really cool poster, but the artists in here are all just incredibly talented, and so it's fun just cruising through and seeing people, seeing all their work that is inspired by all the Comic-Con stuff, and it's just great. It's a lot of fun.
You know, I love all the cool stuff on the floor. We got to see the new two Batman costumes, which are rad from the new Dawn of Justice movie, especially Batman's power suit, which is super cool. Also, the Warcraft stuff looked amazing, all that armor and stuff, and the giant orcs, just all that stuff is really, really neat. Like that's why I come to Comic-Con, is to see this stuff that you can't see anywhere else. It's really exciting.
I'm a big fan of Artist Alley. I think Artist Alley is probably my favorite part every year. Like I love that when they're just sitting there waiting for people to come up, they're making more art. And that's super cool to me. It's really inspiring to me. And it's the same with my people watching. I feel like the cosplay's cool and whatever, but I get super excited seeing people get excited and like watching kids especially like walk into the Lego booth on the floor and like just go Legos, and that face on adults too, like Lacey and his nonstop talk about the Batman suits.
It's so cool. Did you see the power suit? Did you see it?
Yeah, we saw the power suit.
His eyes that glow up, and he's got armor, and it's so rad.
See, I don't have those emotions, so it's nice to watch other people have them.
For me, it's all about sharing fandom, because it's like, you spot someone in something that either in a costume from something especially when it's something a little more obscure, and it's like, oh my God, I know what you are. That's so cool. We both like the same thing, and then you just, I don't know, it's an easy way to sort of form a bond with people. It's just also kind of weird because you're at a convention with a lot of weird people that you don't know, but still, it doesn't matter.
I've also had a hard time, I want to get something for my kid, but she's not into anything yet. She's not even old enough to to be into, it's like I could get her a really cute Empire Strikes Back something or other, but it's like she's not into Empire Strikes Back yet. So I don't even know how to approach that. I'm also thinking maybe this is my way to make sure she gets into Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
But I don't know. It just doesn't make sense yet. So the point, I haven't bought my kid anything. So Comic-Con's a good time.
It is a good time.
The bad news is we've been running around trying to look at all the stuff that and especially even over the handful of weeks too. We've missed talking about a lot of interesting movie news and Comic-Con related movies too. There's the Star Wars and the comic book movies and everything's happening. And we've just kind of had to whiff on it because we've had too much other crap going on. Dave, what did we miss?
I guess we have to mention some of the huge piece of news that we missed, that I was very disappointed we couldn't do a CineFix Now on, was that this Han Solo movie.
Yes.
Right? That is a really big thing.
I don't know, what do you guys think? Are you excited? I don't know. This is pretty crazy. It's going to be part of the anthology, so it's going to be separate from everything else. Young Han Solo, origin story. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about anybody else playing Han Solo.
That's true.
That's the weird thing. It's the same way I feel about a new Indiana Jones. It just feels really strange because
A new Jack Ryan we don't seem to have a problem with.
Jack Ryan, I don't care.
Yeah.
No.
It's not. He was the second Jack Ryan.
That's true.
It's the Harrison
That's
Ford
true.
thing. And if he's first, no one else can follow.
If he originates the role, we can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
so
I don't
no
know
more
why.
regarding Henrys. No more witnesses.
Exactly.
And it's weird because it's like, yeah, I don't have a problem with anybody different playing Batman. I don't have a problem with like a totally new Spider-Man every 2 years. I have a problem with like
I have
seeing
a separate problem with that.
Yeah, I have a problem with seeing the origin story 16 times, but that's a different problem. I don't care about a different actor playing the same role, but for some reason, those two characters specifically, I think Indiana Jones and Han Solo, to me, they are Harrison Ford.
I agree with you, but I had a very similar reaction when they announced they were going to reboot Star Trek back, 5-6 years ago. But they did a really good job with it then.
Yeah.
So potentially they could pull this off. But yeah, it's a loaded character, and they're not going to reboot the whole cast. It's, I guess, just going to be, Han Solo and maybe a young Jabba the Hutt or something.
If it's like how he got the Millennium Falcon or something like that,
It's going to be Lord and Miller.
Oh, that's right. I knew there was another piece of that.
Yeah, Lord and Miller, the guys, the Lego Movie guys.
They've been dancing around big projects for a while now because they were briefly rumored to be doing the Ghostbusters movie, and then they were rumored to be doing The Flash, and then it was an animated Spider-Man movie for Sony, and so they've been circling all of these things and never really committing, and I have to wonder if it's because they were waiting on this Han Solo thing to happen. It's weird because I don't mind that they're doing this. I think it's obviously, they're doing everything that they can with Star Wars and like the expanded universe and everything, and so it's like they're gonna make a Han Solo movie. Like we knew this was gonna happen. What's weird to me though is that Harrison Ford was so young when he first played Han Solo that like his origin story is going to be a guy who's about the age that Harrison Ford was and so that's going to bump me a little bit. It's not like it's the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles or something where some kid is playing him. It's going to be a guy who was like 30.
Yeah. But I mean, if any character would be interesting enough to have an origin story movie on their own, like at least they're choosing the right one for it. And it'd be interesting to see them do something with young Han Solo, young Lando, younger Chewie.
I would love
whatever age Chewie is.
Yeah, Han Solo and Lando like just getting into trouble.
Right.
I would love that. Like let's make that a sitcom.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like a buddy.
Yeah, essentially.
I guess who's going to play him is the most difficult thing,
I vote for Nicholas Hoult.
Yes.
I like Nicholas
But he doesn't have any hair.
Currently.
Probably grow back.
If there's any movie that is upcoming in the Star Wars universe that should be just like a comedy, it should totally be the Han Solo movie, because he doesn't give a shit. Like he's going to be flying around the galaxy being like, I stole your stuff, I'm smuggling this stuff, whatever. I'm too awesome to care.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot first wherever he goes.
Also, there was a talk of Marissa Tomei playing Aunt May in the new live-action Spider-Man.
Yeah, finally she gets a chance to be sexy.
I think Aunt May is a great part for someone like her, where it's like a serious role, but not necessarily in a too serious a movie. So it'll be. I think that's a great bit of news. Like I can't imagine anyone disapproving of it unless they just think that.
Well, and
she should be older than that.
Right, exactly. She needs to be an old lady. I mean, casting somebody younger is interesting too because it automatically changes the dynamic between Peter Parker and Aunt May of like this maternal sort of grandmother thing to like, well, this is my aunt who's cool.
Right. Well, and he's so young. Right? Did we talk about the fact that
that's another thing that we haven't talked about?
They cast Spider-Man.
You know what? Superhero in training has just ruined CineFix now, and I'm sick of it. We're coming back. Damn it. But yeah, no, they cast Spider-Man, and then they took it back, and then they gave it to somebody else because it was Asa Butterfield for like a week and a half.
Yeah. But Tom Holland, right?
Yeah,
Tom
Tom
Holland.
Holland.
Yeah, he's like 19 years old.
He was in the Tsunami movie with Ewan McGregor and what's her name, Naomi Watts.
Yeah. He does parkour on Vine.
Yeah, that was interesting. Somebody collected a bunch of his old like tweets and it's like, see, he's been practicing to be Spider-Man for years, and it's him like jumping off buildings and so.
I have no opinion. I've never seen him act, but he looks.
I
like
admit
Peter
I did
Parker.
not see the Tsunami movie.
I didn't see it either. I am glad that it's not Asa Butterfield though.
I am too. I
got
like
nothing against Asa Butterfield. He's just like the default kid,
Yeah.
which I don't
And
like.
He's kind of like sweet and stuff, and you might as well have a Peter Parker who's got a little less round of a baby face.
Yeah.
I again hope that like they keep him sassy.
Yeah.
They keep him keep him nerdy when his mask's off and keep him sassy when the mask's on.
Yeah.
And and it's in the Marvel tradition, I think, of casting a generally unknown actor, which and then surprising us with someone great and really kicking a career off. So I'm excited.
They do know how to find people. But yeah, we'll see him next May.
Yeah. Still surprised. I guess Marvel didn't have anything to really show from Civil War, but still, I was surprised because by the time Civil War comes out, like Comic-Con, it'll be out before the next Comic-Con. Right. I'm surprised they didn't do something, but I guess they don't have to, right?
Let's talk about that for a second, because I kind of think that they have to.
Marvel's not here, or they're here, but they're not.
They're sort of in there, but they're not Hall H like they always are.
Yeah.
They're not bringing out every. I mean, they could have literally brought 20 people on stage, this weekend with the ridiculous cast of Civil War. Like, it's so many people. But yeah, they chose not to, which I still find fairly interesting. But I guess they're giving DC the day in Star Wars.
Yeah, it's kind of DC's weekend to lose.
Yeah, they did that. They did that last year. They for Avengers 2 that came out this year. They said, "Oh, we're not coming. We're just having this panel, but the actors aren't coming." And then all the actors surprised everybody and walked out onto the floor.
We should say, by the time you guys are watching this, they might have proven us wrong completely, and it turns out the entire Marvel universe is here.
We'll know when the downtown traffic jams happen.
Yeah.
They shuttle them all out from the.
When we see all the
black
town
carpet.
cars with tinted windows.
We will hear a giant, unanimous scream.
I think the hope that we have for a big surprising panel is going to be Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've come out and said that we're not going to show a new trailer. We're not going to have any the principals. I think Gwendolyn Christie will probably be on stage or something like that. But so some of the actors in some of the smaller roles who haven't appeared publicly are going to show up, but no JJ, no Harrison Ford, no So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they were just lying.
They're talk about a new Batman vs Superman trailer, and maybe we'll see some of the Suicide Squad too. That'd be kind of sweet.
Yeah. I gotta think DC's pulling out all the stops. I mean, Marvel doesn't have anything going on in Hall H, and Star Wars is punting.
Yeah.
So it's give us something.
It's DC's to lose. I mean, there's rumors, of course, there have been rumors for days that they're going to announce Chris Pine as the new Green Lantern. So we'll see if that happens. And of course, also Ben Affleck directing and starring in a Batman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely going to be announced very soon.
Which that's been a rumor for a little while now, and it's become a more official rumor. I think is the best way to describe it.
An officially unconfirmed rumor, I believe, is the technical term.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any world in which he agreed to play that role without having previously been but I'm doing it because, right?
Yeah, well, and apparently they were in talks with him forever, way longer than any of us really realized. Probably back around the time that the rumor started that he would be directing a Justice League movie, years ago.
I mean, the thing is, the way that he came into Dawn of Justice, which is Zack Snyder's movie, and he sort of look at David Goyer's script, was nope, brought Chris Terrio in. I mean, the guy is ready to take control of that character, and I think it's great. I mean, he's always better when he directs himself. He's always a better actor when he directs himself anyway.
See, I would argue that he's always the worst part of his own movies.
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, look, he's fine. He's totally fine, and I think maybe having a chance to establish the character in somebody else's film might be helpful, but I thought he was the weakest part of the town. I thought he was the weakest part of Argo. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I thought
not bad.
I thought Argo was a really good movie, Argo was a really good movie that had an all right lead.
Yeah, he's never bad, but he's never great.
Right.
He's a much better director than he is an actor.
Yeah.
Much better.
I think it's hard to see him as anyone but Ben Affleck. I think it's really difficult for him to be a chameleon in any role because, I mean, the only time I've ever seen him where I felt like he was great was Hollywoodland, where he played George Reeves. Other than that, he's always sort of Ben Affleck.
Well, and it's interesting, though, because if you look at when Matt Damon and Ben Affleck both got famous, Affleck so clearly went the movie star role, totally. And Damon went the actor role. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's probably got something to do with it. Is Ben Affleck is Ben Affleck, and Matt Damon is an actor.
Yeah.
because Matt Damon was off doing All the Pretty Horses, and Ben Affleck was off marrying J-Lo.
Yeah, I'm doing
So, yeah.
And Daredevil.
And Reindeer Games.
Paycheck.
And, yeah, Paycheck.
I saw Reindeer Games in the theater. That is the most embarrassing thing I'm going to say all
I
day.
saw Reindeer Games because I worked at a movie rental store and it was free. And I still regret it.
I still haven't seen Reindeer Games.
Nope.
You should not.
Yeah, there's other movies.
No, you know what? Give it a shot. Just see if it holds up.
It didn't hold up like.
I was talking about it holds up to how bad it was. Maybe it gets better with age.
And then Some of All Fears, and now we've gone full circle on it.
And now we're back to
Conversation.
Jack Ryan.
Ryan,
New
yeah.
Harrison Ford territory. Or new Alec Baldwin's, I guess.
So Ben Affleck for Han Solo, is that what we're saying?
Oh, God.
Oh God.
We're actually going to cast an actor who's older than when Harrison Ford played him.
That's right. Time travel.
Yeah, exactly.
that would be a weird move to do a Han Solo movie that takes place between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
Oh, yeah, that would be bold. That'd be kind of interesting, though. I mean,
Interesting in like a really dumb way.
So we're married, Leia, and you're pregnant, and I'm just hanging
Exactly
out.
what the Star Wars franchise needs is another batch of prequels. Let's get 7, 8. Let's just get 7, 8, 9 done, and then let's go do 6A, B, and C.
It's just a kitchen sink drama about Han and Leia and their marital issues during the pregnancy. It's like Knocked Up.
Yeah, like not even them with babies, like them with 5-year-olds where like they're not trying to like escape with a baby. They're just trying to get their kids to sit down and eat their vegetables.
Just trying to get a space babysitter so we can go on a space date.
Uncle Chewie, will you babysit, please?
Oh, that'd be good.
Uncle Chewie.
Uncle Chewie.
All right. Well, now I hope it happens.
You know, there's another Rogue One rumor, too, that Darth Vader would appear in Rogue One and be not the central villain, but sort of the villain behind the curtain pulling the strings.
Sort
just gonna be in the background of shots.
Role.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like
yeah,
Star
exactly.
Tours.
Well, that's what I was thinking. That's just funny you say that because Anna and I were talking about this, and I feel like, you know, in Star Tours when you're in the ship and then he stops the ship with the Force and then you somehow manage out of it, I feel like that's going to be the end sequence of the movie. Like they're trying to get away, you know, with the Death Star plans and he stops it with the Force and somehow they slip out.
Which every time I'm on Star Tours, I call bull on that because if Darth Vader really has you, I think he's really got you. I'm really hoping that at some point in The Force Awakens, Daisy Ridley refers to Chewbacca as Uncle Chewie.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's got to happen.
It's got to happen.
See, I always had this hope that you know somewhere behind the scenes Yoda had a daughter that I affectionately named Joda,
Okay.
and that Han and that.
You're fully aware of
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We've had full conversations about this.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
It's,
the daughter
'cause-
of Luke
'cause-
and
No.
Yoda's-
Because so there's
Luke and Yoda had a kid? I'm real
No, no.
confused.
No. So Yoda has a daughter named Joda.
Oh,
okay,
that's
and
it.
then Luke has a son, so that Joda and Luke's son get together
Yeah.
and like are a couple.
Yeah, wait for the slasher
is-
coming soon.
Can I ask you something? What does Yoda look like Yoda?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a little
Well,
short.
because what is Yoda?
Yeah, short, a little green, you know.
Is he a
Maybe
Yoda?
she wears a bow. I don't know.
I don't know what his.
She wears a bow. It's like how Minnie Mouse is just Mickey Mouse with a dress on.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
Yoda with
with a little polka dot bow and the scraggly hair off the.
and a pink lightsaber.
Yeah. Well, no. Let's not be sexist.
I mean, you put a bow on her.
Do you feel like Yodas have hair?
I would imagine
Yoda
that.
looks real old, you know.
Wait, Yoda has some white puffs of hair.
100 years old, you reach look as good. You will not see that. Like, what if if he's just kind of a person who's just 900 years old, and that's what happens
True.
if we live to 900
You
years
become
old.
green.
No one
and-
talks about the Yoda prequel. They should do like 900 years in the past, like the very beginning of everything. Yoda.
That would be cool.
Right?
Yeah.
We would watch that.
Are
Ben
there
Affleck
other
as
Yodas?
Yoda.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Have they ever
type-
shown other Yodas?
Wait. Why are we calling him Yodas?
This
Wait,
is kind of
what is
blowing
the-
my mind right
Maybe in
now.
the video
Wait.
games, but not in the movies.
Can I ask? Does anybody know the alien? Do any of
The
us know
species
the
of
alien
Yoda?
species of Yoda?
Right, that's what we're trying
Christina?
to figure out.
I feel like somebody may have told me the name of the species, but I may have also just manufactured that memory on the spot.
Right.
Like,
I feel bad.
maybe one of those things that's just never established.
Yeah, I feel
going
bad we're just
straight
calling them
to-
Yodas.
I'm
Yeah,
going
why
straight
not?
to Star Wars Wiki as soon as we're done with
Yeah.
It's around a universe. I'm sure they have a species and a planet and everything else. I'm sure someone's figured that out already.
this. Nope, he's the only one. He's the only one, and Ben Affleck's the only person that can play young Yoda. I mean, it'll be Pratt. Who am I kidding?
It'll be Brad, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just looking up and I'm seeing another Wonder Woman. How many Wonder Women have you guys seen? What character have you guys seen the most of?
I feel like War Boys have made a good
Yeah, a
showing.
lot of War Boys.
I saw Lady Immortan Joe, and she was amazing.
Awesome.
I have seen a lot of Power Girls.
There's been a lot of boob windows, Power Girl. I
Yeah.
feel like if you wanna cosplay and you wanna show off the boobs,
I think
you
your
kind of
Power
default to
Girl
Power
costume
Girl.
never goes old, grows old. Like you can wear it con after con, and it will always be a hit.
If I did superhero training like you guys, that would be my goal. Power Girl.
Power Girl?
Yeah.
All right.
Good one.
Sound good.
I've seen a lot of Spider-Man. The
yeah,
Spider-Man.
Plenty of Spider-Man.
Different color Spider-Man.
Yeah. There's a lot of different kinds of Spider-Man.
I saw a lady in a wheelchair who was being Daenerys on the Iron Throne.
Oh,
pretty
that's
amazing.
great.
good.
Yeah. When we see that often is people that use their wheelchair to kind of make cool cosplay. Like we saw a doctor in a TARDIS.
Yeah.
They put a TARDIS around the wheelchair, which is really cool.
Yeah.
It's always nice.
Or even like there was this one time we saw someone with a broken leg who turned his little like scooter thing he was using into ET's like the bike with
So he was out-
he had
Oh,
ET yeah.
That's great.
Something we didn't see here, but something Anna and I kept on seeing at conventions were guys dressed as Matt Murdock, and you didn't know if they were blind
Yes.
or not.
Yeah, we were
'Cause they
playing the
had
game.
actually
Yeah,
have seen those.
yeah,
Sunglasses.
yeah, we were playing the game of blind, Matt Murdock, or both.
And some of them seemed like they were genuinely blind, but we had no idea. We're like, is this Ron? I don't know what's happening going
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's been at least one or two guys here that I didn't know if they were dressed as Matt Murdock at all. They might have just been blind and in a
don't
suit.
register as being cosplay.
Yeah, because it's just in
guys
a suit. They're just in a
Yeah.
suit.
That's a sneaky one.
And so if they have the red glasses, then clearly, but sometimes they don't. They're just blind
Those are the lazy ones.
and in a suit.
All right, guys. Well, that's us from Comic-Con. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you click like and subscribe. And I promise, we're done with superheroes and training. More CineFix Now is coming up. Okay, Dave?
Yes. Finally. Thank you. That's all I'm going to say. You guys look great. It's all good. I'm glad you're healthy and everything. But can we please just get back to CineFix Now?
Short answer is yes, we can. There's a longer answer that we don't have time for. So, see you guys next time.